Hi everyone, welcome back to Sri Sampath Vinayaka Learning Easy channel. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the real numbers of 10th class ma. In this real numbers we are having different sub-chapters ma. Okay, the real numbers itself is having some sub-chapters. Firstly we are going to discuss about the Euclid division lemma. Okay, before going to discuss about that Euclid division lemma, we are now going to discuss about what is division lemma. We discussed division lemma in our lower classes ma. Okay, that is from third, fourth, fifth. In those classes we discussed division lemma. Okay, we don't know the name in those classes. That is dividend is equal to, okay, divisor into quotient plus remainder. We learned everyone, but we don't know the name in those classes. Okay, now see ma, division lemma means dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is known as division lemma. Okay, for example, see ma, I am going to divide y with x, then I am going to get some z as the quotient and some w as remainder, let us assume. Okay, then this is known as dividend. And this is known as divisor. And this is known as quotient. And this is known as remainder. Okay, Nama? So here dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. That is, see ma, here dividend is equal to y is equal to divisor x, quotient z plus remainder w. This is known as division lemma. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the values. What is divisor and what is quotient and what is remainder and what is the relation between them, I am going to discuss now. Let us suppose a is divided by b and the quotient is q and remainder is r. This is the standard notation we are now going to use in the real numbers for discussing the division lemma. Okay, now see, now I am going to explain you the relation between the divisor and remainder. For that, see ma, just take an example ma. If I am going to divide 0 with 3, 3 zeros are 0, the remainder is 0. If I am going to divide, okay na, 1 with 3, 3 zeros are 0, the remainder is 1. If I am going to divide, see ma, 2 with 3, 3 zeros are 0, the remainder is 2. If I am going to divide 3 with 3, 3 ones are 3. Okay, the remainder is 0. If I am going to divide 4 with 3, 3 ones are 3. The remainder is 1. If I am going to divide 5 with 3, 3 ones are 3. Okay, the remainder is 2. If I am going to divide 6 with 3, okay na, 3 twos are 6. Remainder is 0. Okay, now whenever I am going to divide any number with a divisor, then it's just observe the reminders here ma. Here the remainder is 0, 1, 2. Again 0, 1, 2. Okay, similarly if I am going to divide some other number with 4. Okay, for example, I am going to divide 0 with 4. 4 zeros are 0. Remainder is 0. Next, 4 zeros are 0. Remainder is 1. Next, if I am going to divide 2, 4 zeros are 0, remainder is 2. Again, see ma, 4 zeros are 0, remainder is 3. 4 with 4 ma, 4 ones are 4, the remainder is 0. If I am going to divide 5 with 4, 4 ones are 4, remainder is 1. If I am going to divide 6 with 4, 4 ones are 4, remainder 2. 7. 4 1 are 4, remainder is 3. 8, 4 2 are 8, remainder is 0. See ma, if I am going to divide a number with 4, then its remainder, possible remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3. If I am going to divide any number with 3, then the possible remainders are 0, 1, 2. That means whatever the divisor it is, okay na, the possible remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3, so on to b minus 1 ma. That is less than b. Understand? So these are the possible remainders. So that is the relation between the divisor and the remainder. That means the remainder is always less than the divisor and it starts from 0. That means the possible values for the remainder are 0, 1, 2, 3, so on, b minus 1 ma. This is the relation between a remainder and the divisor of the given division lemma. Understand ma? See ma. If remainder is 0, then b comma q are factors of a. See ma, if this remainder becomes 0 means then this b, that means divisor, and q, quotient, are the factors of a ma. Remember, if b is less than a, then only b and q are factors of a, else only q is the factor of a. Understand that we have to remember. Understand? If the remainder is not 0, then this b does not divide the dividend, that is a, exactly. Okay, if remainder is 0, then only it divides the dividend. Understand ma? Else it is not divides the dividend ma. That we have to learn. Listen. For the given numbers a and b, we are going to obtain the unique numbers q and r. For example, see ma, if I am going to divide 17 with 5, then see ma, 5 3s are 15. The remainder is here 2. And here the quotient 3 and remainder 2 for 17 and 5 are fixed ma. They will never change. If I am going to divide 17 with 5, then the quotient and remainder are always 3 and 2. That is why for the given numbers 17 and 5, 3 and 2 are the unique numbers. Understand ma? So this is the main relation between the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder ma. Okay. Now see ma, do this. Find q and r for the following pairs of positive integers a and b satisfying a is equal to bq plus r. That a is equal to bq plus r is division lemma ma. Okay. So we have to write that as a standard form. We know the standard form. Okay, we have to divide a with b and we have to write the quotient as q and remainder as r. Now we have to assume this standard form till to complete the entire real numbers chapter ma. Okay, now see. Here b is said to be divisor, q is said to be quotient and r is said to be remainder and a is said to be the dividend. Okay, now in this way we have to assume the given values. Okay, that means I have to divide a with b ma. So see, here is asking you to do the same. You have to divide 13 with 3 ma. 3 4s are 12 it is. Then the remainder is 1. That is quotient q is equal to 4. Remainder r is equal to 1 ma. Like that we have to write all the values here. Once see, here I have to divide this 8 with 80 ma. I have to divide 8 with 80. 80, how much are 8 we know? Okay na, 80 0.1s are, okay na, 8. Okay, that is why here the remainder is 0. So directly I am going to write quotient q is equal to 0.1. Remainder r is equal to 0. See ma, here the remainder is 0 no. So this 80 is a C factor of, okay, 8, but it is a small special specification ma here, because 80 is not the factor of 8. if the dividend is smaller, see ma, if the dividend is smaller than the divisor, then this divisor is not the factor of the dividend. Okay na, only the quotient is the factor of the dividend. Understand ma? Now here I am going to divide this 125 with 5 ma. Okay, 525 are we know. Okay, 125 I am directly writing. Okay na, else you have to do the general division. Okay na, the remainder is 0. So quotient is equal to 25, remainder is equal to 0. Similarly, see ma, I have to divide this 132 with 11 ma. So 11 12 are 132. Okay na ma? Understand? So it is 0. Okay na ma? So in this way we are going to do the divisions. Here we have to write q is equal to 12 and remainder r is equal to 0 ma. See ma, the fundamentals to be remembered in the division. A non-negative integer a is said to be divisible by an integer b if there exists an integer q such that a is equal to bq. Understand ma? Plus or minus 1 divides every non-zero integer we know ma. Okay. Now coming to the third point, 0 does not divide any integer. Okay. We have to remember these 3 points. That means these are the fundamentals in the division ma. Okay. Now see ma, we are going to discuss Euclid division lemma. It is the very important concept in real numbers. Okay. Euclid division lemma is nothing but division lemma only ma. Okay. Given positive integers a and b, there exist unique pair of integers q and r satisfying the condition a is equal to bq plus r, and where that remainder we discussed already is always less than the divisor and it is in between 0 to less than b ma. Understand? That is why see ma, I am going to explain you by taking the standard form. Let us suppose, okay na, a and b are the given integers. Now I have to divide a with b, no? Then definitely I am going to obtain some quotient. Let us suppose that quotient as q and remainder as r ma. Okay, as we discussed, that remainder is always, okay na, having the chances to 0, 1, 2, so on, b minus 1. Up to b minus 1 I am going to write. That is why here we are going to write the condition for r is, okay now, this r is equivalent to 0 or greater than 0 and less than b ma. Okay, this is the very important condition. The relation between divisor and the remainder is 0 is less than or equal to r is less than b ma. Okay, this is the very important definition. Okay, and it is a theorem also ma. See, given positive integers a and b, let us suppose these a and b are the given integers. So there exists a unique pair of integers q and r. Okay now, such that a is equal to bq plus r. This is said to be the Euclid division lemma. Okay, this is a very important concept. Now I am going to explain you Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, it's a very important concept, Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, here we have to consider a and b as two positive integers such that a is always greater than b. Okay now, and we have to assume that q and r as the quotient and remainder respectively of the division. Okay, so I have to arrange them like this in the standard form. Okay, I have to divide a with b and the quotient is q and remainder is r according to our assumption. Okay, now a is equal to bq plus r and we know that r is always lies in between 0 to less than b. Understand ma? Now the main concept of the Euclid division algorithm is every common divisor of this a and b is also the common divisors of b and r ma. Okay, but depends on this particular point. This is the main algorithm ma. Okay, algorithm's key concept is this: every common divisor of this a and b are the common divisors of b and r also. Understand? So this division algorithm we are going to use to calculate or to find the highest common factors of the given numbers. That means to find the HCF of the numbers, we have to use this division algorithm. That means Euclid's division algorithm, because see, this is the point. Every common divisor of A and B or the common divisors of B and R also. Understand ma? By doing one or two examples, know the actual meaning of the division algorithm. Understand ma? Now see ma, we are going to discuss the algorithm. We know algorithm means a step-by-step procedure. Okay, first we have to find the HCF of two positive integers using Euclid division algorithm. For that we have to, let us suppose, going to calculate the HCF of A and B. That is, find HCF of A and B. For that we have to apply Euclid division's lemma to this A and B ma. That means I am dividing A with B. Then let us suppose the quotient is Q1 and remainder is R1. Then that is going to be the step 1. Apply Euclid's division lemma to the given numbers A and B. That is A is equal to B into Q1 plus R1 ma. Okay. If the remainder R1 is 0, then the divisor is said to be the HCF of the given numbers A and B. Okay. So if R1 is equal to 0, then HCF is the divisor B. Else, if R1 is not equal to 0, then we have to apply again the Euclid's lemma on this R1 and B ma. That means with this remainder I have to again apply the division lemma to B. That means I have to divide this divisor B with the obtained remainder R1 ma. Okay, see, that is why I am dividing B with R1. Again let us suppose the quotient is Q2 and remainder is R2. And now let us suppose if R2 is 0, then this R1 is said to be the HCF of the given numbers A and B. Why? Because in the division algorithm we discussed that the common factors of A and B are same as the common factors of R1 and B ma. Okay, now that is why for this R1 and B again I am doing the lemma. Okay, see, if R1 is not equal to 0, then again we have to apply the Euclid division lemma. Okay, now such that B is equal to R1 into Q2 plus R2. Okay, if R2 is 0, then R1 is our HCF. Okay, if R2 is not 0, then I have to apply the division lemma till to obtain remainder 0. Okay, now whenever the remainder is 0, in that particular case, the divisor is said to be the HCF. That means in some nth step, let us suppose the divisor gives the remainder 0. Okay, now then in that particular nth case, the divisor is known as HCF of the given numbers A and B ma. So see, if R2 is not equal to 0, then again we have to apply the Euclid division lemma till the remainder is 0. Okay, now then in that particular case, the divisor is known as HCF ma. Okay, na? By explaining with one example, you can understand clearly. Okay, I am going to explain you this division algorithm by taking one example ma. Now we are going to discuss the division algorithm by using one example ma. We know that the Euclid's division algorithm is used to calculate HCF of the given numbers. Okay, now we are going to calculate the HCF by using that Euclid division algorithm. Okay, before going to apply that Euclid division algorithm, we are going to calculate the HCF of the given numbers by long division method, which was learned in our earlier classes. So see, here he asked us to calculate the HCF of 32 and 67 now. Here this 32 is less than this 67. So I have to divide 67 with 32. So see, with 32 I am dividing 67 by using long division. Okay, 32 2s are 64 now. So here the remainder is 3. So this remainder is not 0. So again I have to apply the division lemma to this remainder and divisor ma. So that means I am going to divide this divisor 32 with the remainder 3. So with this 3 I am dividing 32. 3 times are 30. Again the remainder is 2. Again it is not 0. Again I am going to divide the divisor 3 with this 2. So 2 1s are 2. The remainder is 1. Here also the remainder is not 0. So again I am going to apply the division lemma. Okay, 1 2s are 2. So here the remainder is 0. So in this division the remainder becomes 0. So then the divisor of this particular division is known as HCF of the given numbers. Here the divisor is 1 now. So this one is known as the HCF of the given numbers 32 and 67 ma. Now I am going to write the steps ma. Okay, why? Because algorithm means step by step procedure ma. Each division is a step. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions I am having. So those 4 are going to be expressed as 4 steps. Step 1 C ma. Here 67 is our A. So A is equal to C ma. This A is equal to BQ plus R now. So 67 is equal to 32 into 2 plus 3. Again here A is 32 ma. 32 is equal to 3 into 10 plus 2. 3 into 10 plus 2. Again here A is 3. So 3 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 1 plus 1. Again here 2 is equal to 1 into 2 plus 0. 1 into 2 plus 0. Okay, now in this final step we obtain remainder 0 now. Okay, now so we have to round up the divisor. Okay, now here the divisor is 1. So that is the HCF of the given numbers 32 and 67. In this way we are going to calculate the HCF of the given numbers by using Euclid division algorithm. Understand ma? Now see ma, we are going to discuss the remarks of the Euclid division lemma or algorithm. Okay, now see, Euclid division lemma and algorithm are so closely interlinked to one another ma. So that often people are going to call the Euclid division lemma as division algorithm. Okay, so these two, lemma and algorithm, are that much interlinked to one another. Okay, so the second point is, although Euclid's division algorithm is stated for positive integers, while defining Euclid division lemma or division algorithm, we are stating that for the given positive integers a and b, that means these are defined for positive integers, but these can be expanded to or extended to all the integers a and b not equal to 0. These are the two remarks we have to remember. Understand ma? Now see ma, do this. Find the HCF of the following by using Euclid's division lemma is asking. The first question here is 50 and 70 ma. Okay, here this 50 is less than 70 no. That means I have to divide that 70 with the smaller number 50 ma. So see, 51 is a 50, long division method. In the long division method I am finding the HCF first. 51 is a 50. The remainder here is 20. This 20 not equal to 0 no. So I have to continue the division. That means with this 20 I have to divide 50 ma. So see, 22 is a 40. Here the remainder is again 10. And this 10 is not equal to 0. So again I am going to continue this division. With this 10 I have to divide this 20 ma. So 10 2 is a 20. Okay. Here the remainder is 0. So in this division I obtain the remainder as 0. So here the divisor is 10. So this 10 is known as HCF of this 50 and 70. That I have to write step by step. Here I am having 3 divisions. So 3 steps we have to write. So step 1, 70 is equal to 50 into 1 plus 20. And this 50 is equal to 20 into 2 plus 10 is the second step. And the third step is 20 is equal to 10 into 2 plus 0 ma. So here we have to round up this 10. So HCF of this 50 and 70 is 10 ma. Similarly, I have to find the HCF of 96 and 72. Here the smaller number is 72. That means I have to divide 96 with 72 ma. See, 76 ones are, 72 ones are 72. So here the remainder is 24 ma. It is not equal to 0. So I have to follow the division again. So 24, with this 24 I have to divide 72. 24 3s are 72 no. The remainder is 0 here. Understand ma? So in this division we obtain remainder 0. So here the divisor is 24. As the divisor is 24, that is the HCF of the given number 72 and 96. Okay, I have to write these two steps by using lemma. So 96 is equal to 72 into 1 plus 24. Similarly, 72 is equal to 24 into 3 plus 0. So this 24 is our required HCF. Okay, now in the same way I am going to calculate the HCF of 300 and 550 ma. So 300 is the smaller value. I am going to divide this 550 with 300 ma. 300 ones are 300 and the remainder is 250. So this is not equal to 0. So I am going to divide this 300 with 250 ma. So 250 ones are 250. Again remainder is 50. With this 50 I am going to divide 250. 55 is a 250. Here the remainder is 0. So the divisor 50 is known as HCF of 300 and 550. So here we obtained 3 divisions. So 3 steps I am going to write. 550 is equal to 300 into 1 plus 250. And 300 is equal to 250 into 1 plus 50. Okay. And 250 is equal to 50 into 5 plus 0. Here this 50 is known as HCF of 300 and 550. Okay. Okay, similarly, I am going to find the HCF of 1860 and 2015. So 1860 is the smaller value comparatively 2015. So I am going to divide 2015 with 1860. So 1861 are 1860. The remainder is 155. It is not equal to 0. So I am going to follow the division again. With this 155, I am going to divide 1860. So 155 12s are 1860. So directly we have to write here because it is long division. It is not the general division. Okay. So here the remainder is 0. So the divisor 155 is known as HCF of 1860 and 2015. So here we obtain 2 divisions now. 2 steps I have to write. 2015 is equal to 1860 into 1 plus 155. That is one step. Coming to the second step, 1860 is equal to 155 into 12 plus 0. Okay. So this 155 is known as the HCF of the numbers 1860 and 2015. I hope you understand everyone. Seema, think and discuss. Can you find the HCF of 1.2 and 0.12? Justify your answer is asking. Yes, we will find the HCF of 1.2 and 0.12. Seema, here 1.2 is greater than 0.12. So I am going to divide this 1.2 with 0.12. 0.12 tens are 1.2 we know. So the remainder here is 0. So this divisor is known as HCF. Only one step more. Step 1. Okay. 1.2 is equal to 0.12 into 10 plus 0. So this 0.12 is known as HCF of 1.2 comma 0.12. Understand? In this way we are going to find the HCF of the given numbers. Okay, I hope you understand the concept. We are going to continue the next concepts in the next videos. Thank you for watching.